Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go climb that. That peak is 1.5 miles away. It looks like I'm right here, but then you see the size of the people. I'm pretty sure that thing over there is Washington, but I'm not positive. But all of this is amazing. So that thing back there is a false summit. That is the one I'm after. That's the big one for today. Some intense landslide. And that's Lonesome Lake over there. So I climbed the Franconia ridge yesterday. That was it was an amazing experience. It's the first time I've ever really hiked any extended period above tree line at significant elevation. I mean, the balds in the south were amazing in their own right, but this is very different. Having a slow morning today, though. I left my group behind yesterday. They decided to double zero, and I was going nuts. I don't know if it was the right decision, but I felt like I needed to hike, so I hiked. And now they're going to be a day behind me, so I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. But I'm hoping we can catch up in the next day or two, maybe a little more. So this is what I was on top of yesterday. I started between these two peaks here, came over that guy, went up all these. Lafayette's the tall one. And it's back in the clouds now. When I first got up here it was clear. And then came all the way down this ridge down here. And I camped partway up this hill here near a pond. And this is Garfield. It's just up at the top. It's got some pretty nice views, but I gotta keep going. Nice little waterfall here, and oh, it's also the AT. And it's insanely steep. Yes, this is a trail. There's no way to convey how steep this is. It's just not, it cannot be done. Just came off of South Twin Mountain. And it is cold up there. It's in the upper 40s. The view wasn't terribly great either. There's a lot of clouds today, so. Let's see, yeah, that's Washington. That's in the clouds today too. I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight, but I'll figure it out. I've been moving less than 1 mile an hour today. That is slow. It has been rough. Hopefully this section is a little easier. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because it's slow going. This is a completely different world up here. So this is the Zealand Falls hut. I got to do a work for stay here last night. In which I did various and sundry tasks in exchange for food and a floor to sleep on. And the crew members here are pretty cool, so there's a little waterfall down there. Some awesome mountains over here. And the stars last night here were fantastic. Moving on. Here are the Zealand Falls, for which the hut is named. This is the best section of trail that I've walked on in weeks. It is an old logging railroad grade. So this spot is a little washed out here, but it is flat. There are no rocks. It's minimal roots. And it is wonderful. There's some pretty crazy cliffs up here. Huge piles of rock down here. Boulder field. And the hut that I came from is that little dot in the middle over there. And the clouds are kind of descending upon it. It's looking kind of cranky. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like today. No service. That peak is pretty neat. It's wild. So tonight I have ended up in a car camping site 3.5 miles away from the trailhead. Splitting this site with 2 other guys I just met this afternoon. It's expensive. We wanted real food, they don't have real food. So I had Chef Boyardee and ramen for dinner tonight. Because that's what they had in the store. And they did have beer though, so I'm having a little beer. But gonna make it back to the trail somehow tomorrow. Hitching proved to be pretty difficult. A German family who was parked at the trailhead ended up giving us a ride in. We were only there for maybe 10 minutes though. But I'm gonna go up the base of Washington tomorrow, and then probably summit the day after. So it's cold. You can see my breath. It is in the upper 40s, and it's probably going to drop a lot more. So I will be warm tonight, though. I got my cold weather stuff. Got plenty of layers to put on if it does get that cold, but I don't think it's supposed to. It was near freezing on the summits, though. So I'm glad I'm not up there tonight. There it is. Good night.